Alright guys, what's going on? It's Vernon. I just want to talk a little bit about my new 370Z. So finally in a position in life where, I can get something pretty nice. I've always loved the 350Zs. I've loved the 240Zs. So I mean 370Z was definitely on the list of cars to get. So I just want to do a quick review, let you guys know how the car is, how it runs, is it worth it, is it not worth it, just so you guys can be more informative when you guys get ready to buy a car. So the 350Z was definitely an icon. It was a tuner's paradise. Everybody loved the 350s. I remember looking at them when I was younger and thinking like, damn, that's a cool ass car. But of course, they were pretty expensive when they came out, and now that they're so old, the price kind of dropped to the point where I wouldn't say it's really worth it. You're gonna get something really old with a lot of issues, so 370 was best option in my opinion. So since having the 370Z, I've had it for a few months now. I really enjoy this car. Some of the good things, the power, I mean, definitely has the power. I mean, you're talking 325 horsepower off the line. I mean, you can't really beat that. I believe it's like 292 to the wheels, but we're gonna change that soon. So I mean, my plans for the future for this car is gonna be basically I just want to make it just beautiful looking. I mean, I want to make it perform as well as look just on point. I mean, it's a very pricey car, I should say, because I mean, damn, every part for this car is like $500 and up. I mean, you're not gonna go cheap when you get a 370. That would be one of the cons. The maintenance so far, I have it for 3 months. I have about 80,000 miles on it now. I probably got it when it was around 60,000. So I've been doing a hell of a lot of driving. I mean, I've been to Vegas, California, a couple road trips on it, and then this is my daily. So I'm pretty on it every day. So far, I mean, just minor issues. There's nothing major that I've had to repair or fix. Nothing dramatic. I did have a really dumb problem where my fuel gauge wasn't reading the correct amount of fuel that I had, and I ran out of gas twice before I realized that was going on. I think I did some research, and it's a pretty common issue. So if any of you guys had that issue before, link me, tell me how you fixed it, tell me what I need to do to get that taken care of, because I still currently have that issue. I just monitor my mileage now, so I don't actually run out of gas. So that was my quick fix. Other than that, steering handling is great on this car. I mean, those the rear tires are pretty wide, so they can handle those turns. As far as in comparison to some other cars, I would compare it to probably you're pretty competitive when it comes to like a Ford Focus ST, a Mustang 5.0s. They got a little giddy up, but I mean, you do some minor tweaks, some minor mods, and you'll be able to keep up with those 5.0s no problem. But other than that, I showed you guys the inside, the outside of the car. This color, I actually hated this color when I first got it. I was doing some searching. I probably test drove probably like 15, 20 370Zs before I finally came to a decision to get this one. Something that'll fit in my price range, as well as something that's kind of newer. I have a 2013. The color is called Magma Red. So pretty cool color actually. It's growing on me every day. I was actually gonna go get a black one that was in Texas, and I mean, these guys at Texas, the dealership, it was a used car dealership. but it was a Nissan dealership, but they weren't willing to actually hold the car for me. I told them I have a busy work schedule, have a lot of things going on. If they can, I can leave a deposit of however much they want, and if they can hold the car for me for about 2 weeks, then I'll fly out there, get the car, drive it back, and then we'll make a deal. But they weren't willing to compromise on that, so I found one local in Arizona. It matched exactly to the T what the black one was in Texas. The only difference was really the color. Price was the same, everything, so I went ahead and went with this one. So I'm very happy with my decision. I mean, I wouldn't take it back. I freaking love this car. For anybody that's interested in a Z, I would say definitely get one. It is definitely a fun car to drive. I mean, I've drove some other cars. I've drove MR2s, Miatas. I mean, for the actual class of the car it is, for a two-door coupe, the power is there, the performance is there, stereo system sounds great. Gas mileage, that will be another con. The gas in my car sucks. Premium only to fill, and I mean, I'm getting like somewhere around 16 miles per gallon. I'm getting like Hummer gas mileage in my 370. I try to contain myself when I drive, but it's just way too fun. I mean, hitting the gas pedal is so easy in this car. You downshift to third gear and you're gone. I mean, it's a awesome car to drive. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up now. Drive them around a little bit. I would say one of the other cons that you guys might notice when I start driving is actually the inside noise. Even with the windows up, you can hear almost everything outside. I mean, on the highway, on the streets, you're gonna hear that wind noise. A little bit less on the street than on the highway, depending on your speed, but I can deal with it. I mean, it's not a deal breaker in my mind. I know some people complain about it, but as far as a deal breaker, nah, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, I would buy this car all over again, knowing that. The radio definitely helps out with that. It has a Bose system, so you just turn up some tunes a little bit, and you don't even notice it. I mean, it's not even noticeable. The ride is actually, I would say, I'm in the middle with it. The steering and suspension is very stiff, so when you're actually going over bumps and, you know, driving at certain speeds, things like that, certain roads, you do feel the bumps. You're gonna feel all the bumps. So it's kind of a con. But then when you get into a smooth surface where you can actually hit some corners and turns, it actually makes up for all of that. I mean, I would deal with it being a little bit bumpy just because I know when it's time to turn a corner going at, you know, moderately high speeds, that it's gonna handle it. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up now and get it started, and then we're gonna go from there. So I did go with a manual, because automatics are for, you know, people that don't like to put in that extra work for the extra fun. I mean, I haven't drove a manual in so long, and I would say I definitely do not regret that either. The automatics, they say they're faster, easier to work on, things like that. You get more horsepower, bang for your buck. But I mean, you really just can't beat the stick. I mean, you really can't. I mean, it's like crawling instead of walking. I mean, it's just crazy how good the stick shift is in this. It took me a while to get used to the clutch. The clutch is pretty heavy compared to some other cars. I mean, when I was car shopping, I looked at BMW's 3 Series. I looked at a Scion FRS or Toyota 86. And I mean, after driving all these cars, I was like, it's not exciting enough. It's not giving me what I need for the money that I'm paying. So yeah, I decided to go with this and couldn't be happier. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive, and we're gonna see how it works. Sorry guys, I'm in a little bit of a strange bumpy area, but all right, let's see. Gonna get out of here. Too crazy, but alright guys, so I won't go too crazy, but I'll kind of, you know, go around some corners and, you know, drive around a little bit, see so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I found kind of a fun road over here that I'm filming on. It's a little bit busy, but we'll see. Nice old school BMW. Perfect time to film. It's busy, a little bit of rush hour, but so for those of you guys who are considering getting this car, I would say definitely get it. It's one of the best cars I've driven. I've driven quite a few cars. I mean, for the price, it's definitely the most worth bang for your buck. I've driven Maseratis, I've driven a Ferrari, I've driven Porsches, and I mean, those are hundreds of thousands of dollars when you compare them to this car. This car is actually, you can get a good deal on it for about 20s, in the mid to low 20s. If you're gonna go used, you'll get a great deal. Even brand new, if you catch it at the right time, you can actually get it for underneath 30. I mean, when I was car shopping, I did see a 2017 that was available. It was brand new. It was at Nissan in Phoenix, and they wanted about 27 grand for it, which I could have done, and I just didn't want to be making payments for, you know, an extended amount of time, so I decided to go ahead and just go with the a little bit cheaper. I mean, it's a little bit broken in, but you know, it has character. It's mine now, and you know, I own the vehicle, so I don't have to deal with all that other stuff. So I mean, definitely right choice. So we'll go ahead and show you guys the outside view, and switch the camera around, and then I'll be right back.